Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are gonna look at this new library called MistCSS. So MistCSS claims that they can create React component using CSS only. Yes, you heard that right. They are claiming that they can create or you can create your own React component using writing CSS only. So today in this video we are gonna take a look into that and see how can we do that. Yeah. So for this tutorial, I have created this Vite application. So this is completely new Vite application. So let's install the Mist CSS library. So I'm using the npm package manager. You can use your own package manager such as npm or yarn. And that, let's say, let's see, I'm gonna save there, and then Mist CSS. Yeah, the dependency is installed. So now what we can do is let's go into the source folder and then create this file. So we will name this button dot dot css, and one thing to notice that this file must be named in this way only. So this dot css is required in the file name. Yeah, so now we will start writing our component using the css. So first of all we have to create this scope. So let's say we are creating this scope, and then yeah, so we have created the scope. So what I will do, I will just explain what this scope and this uh, button selector is doing. So this add the scope is a SAS feature that restricts the following styles to only apply within the element that has the class button. Button, this is the class which we have written over here. And this ensures style don't accidentally leak to the other button components. So this will make sure that wherever this button class name is applied, this styling will be applied. So here again, we need to add another button scope. Oh, yeah. So this is the nested selector. This is the core selector where the styles are defined. We will write all our styles over here. It select the only the button element that are direct descendants to the element with the @scope class, which in our case is this button. This ensures styles only apply to the buttons within the intended scope. Yeah. Now let's go back to writing our own CSS. So I will let's add some font. Oh, I'll add font size. Let's say 1 rem. Let's say add some border. Let's say border radius. So we don't want all of the styling. Yeah, I think this too is sufficient. Now we have written the styles. Now what if you want to pass the props to your own component? So how can you define the props to it? So for that we will be using this data attribute to write our own props. So let's select this. Let's add ampersand over here. Let's say data attribute and this size. This size will be your name of the prop. So here what we want is we want size, and we want this to be a string. Let's say size can be large or small. Okay, so let's implement this, and let's say font size. Yeah, and again the same way what we want, we also want the small size prop. So what only thing we need to do is we need to change this LG to small, and then this will become a size prop with the SM value. So let's say we want this to be 0.75 rem. Yeah, so this is how you create the prop with the multiple value. Now what if you want a boolean value? So for that what you need to do is let's add this ampersand. Let's say square brackets, data attribute, and then danger. What we are saying here is that we want to implement this data boolean value. So this will be a boolean value. Why? Because we are not passing any value to it, or we are not assigning any value to it. So let's say background color red and yeah, white. So here we have completed our CSS styling. So what we will do, so to convert this this CSS into a React component, we need to execute the command given by the MistCSS. So how can we do that? So let's write the command npm execute. What we want to do, we want to run this MistCSS command and inside the directory source. So what we will do, we will write this command and hit enter. So if you look over here, this new file has been generated. So again, on top it says the generated by MistCSS, do not modify. We have this imported CSS. It has also created its own types. So as you can see, we have this children prop, we have this size. Again, as you can see, we have this large and small variant of the size, which we have written over here. We have this danger boolean, as I mentioned that if you write this danger in this particular way, then this is gonna make it a boolean value. Yeah. So as you can see, we have this data size attribute, we have this data danger attribute. So yeah, again, let's run this application and see if this changes are working or not. npm run dev. So now we have this button. So what we'll do, we will import the newly created button. So I will do button button from slash component slash button. Yep. I'll save this. I'll if we go back to this component, still as it is because we have it. But if you see over here, now it has added this button class over here. So what we will do, what we're going to do, we will add this danger. Oh, before this, let's add size to be small. So as you can see, this is also a type safe React component. This will also give you auto completion, which is a nice thing to do. Yeah, I'll save this. Yep, now button is smaller. Now if you go and make this button large, save this and go back, yeah, the button is a large button now. Also, let's see what happens when we add this danger. Save it. Yep, now you can see the button has been turned to a red background. So yeah, this was it about the MistCSS library. If you have any question regarding this, if you have any suggestion that you want to give me, you please add it to the comment and I will read it and respond to it. Until the next time, see you.